Hi, this is Joachim for statisticsglobe.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to compute the square root of numeric data in the R programming language. So in the video I'm going to show you two examples, and the first example relies on the data object that we can create with line 2 of the code. So in this line of code we are simply storing the value 16. So if we want to know the square root of this value, then we can apply the sqrt function, as you can see in line 4 of the code. And within this function, we simply need to specify the name of our data. So in this case, we called our data object x1. And then we can store the square root in a new data object with this part of the code. So if you run the whole line of code, you will see that a new data object appears at the top right, which is called x1 sqrt. And we can also have a look at this data object by running line 5 of the code. And then you will see that the RStudio console here at the bottom returns the value 4. So in other words, the square root of 16 is 4. In the second example of this video, I want to show you how to apply the sqrt function to a vector. So for the example, we are going to create an example vector, as you can see here in line 8 of the code. So if you run this line of code, you will see that a new vector object with the name x2 appears at the top right of RStudio. And now if we want to know the square roots of all of these vector elements, then we can apply the square root function as we already did in example 1. So within the square root function, we simply need to specify the name of our data. So in this case, the name of our data is x2. And if you run this line of code, you can see that the output of the sqrt function is a vector. And each of the vector elements is the square root of the input data. So the square root of 5 is 2.23, the square root of 9 is 3, the square root of 12 is 3.46, and so on. Yeah, so that's basically how to compute the square root in the R programming language. However, if you want to learn more on this topic, you could check out my homepage, statisticsglobe.com, because on the homepage I have recently published a tutorial in which I'm explaining the content of this video in some more detail. I will put a link to this tutorial into the description of the video, so you could check it out there. And furthermore, if you have liked the video, I would be very happy if you leave me a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel in order to get notifications in future whenever I'm releasing new videos to the channel. That's it for this video. Thanks a lot. See you next time.